So I wanted to show you a couple of sapling problems that made me miserable. This first problem is acid anhydride reacting with an alcohol. So this is an alcoholysis problem, which makes an ester. So I drew over here, I drew the product. I thought I was good because I took the R group from the alcohol and I put it right here. And as you can see, it told me that that was wrong. And so I took a guess and I guessed correctly that it wants you to show the other product of this reaction because, and I guess it kind of makes sense, and I did mention this in the video, that this portion of the anhydride that's coming off, that's a pretty significant chunk of a molecule. It's not just like a simple chloride leaving group. So it wants you to acknowledge that this big portion of the molecule is falling off. It is not coming off as an anion. The hydrogen, well, it is coming off as an anion. The hydrogen from the alcohol that's being used in this reaction is actually going to protonate this guy. So no negative charge there. That other product is just a carboxylic acid. Okay, so that's not so bad. So I moved to the next problem, and I got it wrong first try again. This is almost the exact same thing, so I probably should have known better than to do the exact same thing twice. But I did the same thing again. I had my anhydride, and so I had the anhydride, and I reacted it with all but the hydrogen of the amine, and I got the amide right there. But then I realized again, oh, okay, so it's acknowledging that this big, huge leaving group coming off the molecule, it's a really big chunk of a molecule. So I drew this out as a product, second product of the reaction, just like the previous one. And I thought that would be okay. But it's not. If you click on the hint, it says it wants neutral stuff. All right, okay. I mean, it's the end of a long day, so I'm running out of steam. So I said, okay, it wants another carboxylic acid. So I gave it another carboxylic acid, and it said, still wrong. That's not what it wants. The hint that it gave me after that said, you have an amine present. Remember, an amine is a base, and you just drew an acid. And the acid and the base, the amine and the carboxylic acid, are going to react with each other. I said, okay, that's fine. I can handle this. So I brought in the second amine, and I went ahead and took the hydrogen off of the carboxylic acid, did an acid-base proton transfer from the carboxylic acid over to the amine, and that is finally what made Sapling happy. That is what it wanted. For me personally, if I was giving you a test question, if I asked you this question on the test and you gave me this as your answer, that would be super. I would be really, really impressed. But for me personally, if you gave me this as your answer, I would say, that's perfect. Full credit. These, in my book, are still byproducts.